interesting. Where are you from?
Tell us a bit about yourself, Douglas, while we're waiting for her.
Yeah, so I live in Perth, Western Australia. I'm not sure where you are.
Yeah, I'm in Perth.
Oh, you're in Perth too. Okay, we're both in the same city. Great.
Yes.
Yeah, what a rainy day. I'm a musician. What I can tell you about myself? Yeah, I love art. I love theater. Anything to do with the right side of the brain, you could say. Neurotechnology. What do I know about it? I've got a kind of device.
Yes.
That I bought at a health food shop, maybe.
Yes.
Which kind of measures your breathing rate, and you can kind of listen to the music at the same time, okay. And you can kind of follow the rhythm, and it helps you kind of relax and lower your breathing rate, which is good. So yeah, that's about it. I don't know what else I can. Oh, I love philosophy. I'm very passionate about philosophy in general. Yes.
Yeah. So whereabouts do you live in Perth?
I live in West Perth, just next to the Parliament House, close to Kings Park.
Okay, yeah. I used to live on Kings Park Road, corner of Collins.
Yeah, I live kind of close from there. Yeah.
In 2006, I lived there. So.
Yeah, and what about you? Where do you live roughly?
I'm north of Perth now. I'm in Whitford's area for the moment.
Oh, Whitford. Oh, lovely. Yeah.
I'm looking for my son's at home with his children, and it's a bit, obviously they having a moment.
Yeah.
What did you say? Oh, I'm looking for a new rental because I moved and I'm just staying with my son currently, which is not suitable for
you need more room, huh? Yeah.
And I'm squashed in here. Yeah, that's right. And
you're squashed in, yeah. Where would you like to live? What would be your ideal place?
I would love to live on a big property, far away from everybody.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah.
And just do this. So ideally, I don't know if you've ever been to Cannon Vale. I think it's in Ely.
Yeah.
So from Ely Beach, you walk about 2 kilometers and there's Cannon Vale, and you've got the ocean on that side and the hills on that side. That's how I'd like to live.
Between the ocean and the hills. Yeah. Cannon Vale. It's kind of far. Yeah, it's far enough. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Let me just see what's happened to our guest speaker. She's having trouble getting on.
Okay. Yeah.
See if that link works. The link should work.
You got some nice flowers behind you. Are they real or fake?
No, they're fake. So, I used to do a lot of markets, and one of my friends put this as a side, and they actually pretty look real, and they're nice and bright. So I bought
beautiful
top products. So let me just see. Let me see if I can get it onto the call, and then I'll share it live on Facebook.
Perfect. Have you got an English accent, British or?
Funny you say that. I grew up in Rhodesia, which was a British colony.
Yeah, Zimbabwe. Yeah, lovely.
It's now Zimbabwe, and then I moved to South Africa. So I spent 20 years growing up in Rhodesia. So I guess the English, you can determine the English, but nobody else can.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. So you grew up in Rhodesia.
Yes.
And then you spent some time in South Africa?
Yes, I moved in on the 12th of June, 1978 to Johannesburg. I know, because it was the day after my birthday. I waited till I turned 20. I had a big party that night and then left the next day. Then I immigrated to Australia in 2004.
Oh, wow. Well done.
And I've lived in Mongolia and China for 2 years in between. So.
Whoa. Mongolia and China. Wow, well done. Yeah, that's a lot.
I loved living there. I'd go there on the beat of a heartbeat if I could go and live there. I just loved it.
Mongolia?
Minus 40 degrees,
Yeah, wow.
You dress up for it, and the homes are all centrally heated. Well, the normal accommodation, it's centrally heated. So.
Oh, that's amazing! Wow, gee, what a journey! Yeah.
Yeah, that has been quite a journey.
Yeah.
And well, we kind of ground ridden at the moment. We can't go anywhere.
Yeah. I'm not impressed. Yeah, to put it mildly, but here we are. Yeah.
She's having trouble getting on. Let me see. It's 829 9741 0803.
Yeah, South Africa has got, I think, some riots at the moment.
It's terrible at the moment. It's absolute devastation. And I've got my sisters there, and my niece and nephew are there, and friends and that. So it's a worry.
Yeah.
Turned into total anarchy, and they don't have the army. Apparently, they've only got 25,000.
That's not going to do much.
It's not going to do much against millions of people. So, well, let's see if she can get on now. I'll just tell her we have a guest on now too. Let me just see if I can invite her this way. They're obviously doing something wrong.
She's struggling. Zoom is not the easiest place to connect, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I was struggling a wee bit as well. Yeah.
Were you? Okay.
Not too much, but enough to, wander around.
I'll invite you directly. All right. If she gives me her email, which I think I have anyway. Sorry about this. I won't go live onto Facebook till we've got it sorted.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she's going to be on Facebook and we're on Zoom.
Maybe she's doing that, but she's got I told her I've sent her the Zoom link, so.
Oh, okay. She's going to connect with them.
She's got to come on via Zoom. Linda. Oh, I don't have her. This is a makeup. Okay, well, that's not going to work. If I can involve her. We always have these technical issues. Hey, if it's not one thing, it's something else.
Yeah, it was my cable the other day. I've got an old tablet from 2015.
Yeah.
And my cable maybe is getting old, and if I don't keep it plugged in all the time, it just switches off. And so far, so good.
We're going to be having these every week, and there's some really interesting people who it's amazing how many interesting people, how innovative we are, isn't it? I mean, it's just amazing. Because I have another channel on YouTube where I interview normally businesswomen from small businesses, and basically the same as what we're doing here, but it's called Let's Talk About It. And I interview them, they tell us a bit about themselves, then tell us about what they do, and I'm just blown away by how, the innovativeness and how many amazing people we've got in this world,
Wow, that's incredible. I'd like to know more about that, actually.
Yeah, I can point you to the channel because I put them up on YouTube.
Oh, perfect. Yes, please.
There's really interesting ones. Let me see. Well, this will get her in. Oh my God. There's Adrian. So other people are getting in.
A few people are getting in now?
Yes, so that's Adrian. Hi, Adrian. Nice to have you on board.
Adrian, good.
Adrian's got her own business. She's in New South Wales, I think country New South Wales.
Ah.
And she's got a... Oh, hello, Adrian. We're waiting for the guest to come on. So would you like to introduce yourself to Douglas? He's sitting in Perth. He got on through Meetup.
Meetup, yeah.
And I was just telling him that you're a businesswoman too in country New South Wales.
Yes,
okay,
yes.
cool.
I've got a Airbnb, a house that's on Airbnb. I'm staying in it right now, and we're actually closed for winter, but we're doing renovations. So we're just measuring out cupboards and things like that. So that's part of one of my businesses. I have a clothing boutique and also coaching. Yeah, helping people get confidence to gain visibility online. So yeah.
Perfect. Wow. So I'm Douglas. I'm kind of more of an artist. I play the didgeridoo and other wind instruments. I love theater and philosophy. I guess they're my two favorite endeavors. I don't have a business or anything like that. It's just kind of more of a hobby, passion at the moment. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah. Excellent.
Excellent.
How are you, Steve?
Yeah, I'm good. I've got everybody here at the moment, so you know what that's like.
Oh, Adrienne, you've got a French name? Adrienne?
Yes, but I'm not French. I'm from New Zealand originally.
Okay, yeah, interesting. Yeah, I'm French. Yeah, that's why I recognized it.
Yeah, yeah. Whereabouts are you from?
Clermont-Ferrand, about 3 hours drive west of Lyon.
Yeah. Oh, nice. I haven't spent a lot of time in France. My husband and I are actually renovating a house in Greece.
Oh, okay, cool.
In the Peloponnese, just south of Kalamata.
Kalamata, okay, like the olives.
Like the olives, that's the one, yeah, for sure. So I'm dreaming of when I can get back there again.
Yeah, wow, we're all dreaming of this. When can we get out of this?
Yeah. You guys in lockdown over there as well?
We're not in lockdown. We were in lockdown a couple of weeks ago, but now we're free. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty free. I'm like, I'm just north of Newcastle, so we're actually free as such.
Yeah.
But you know, everything is, you know, like with my clothing business, it's like, you know, we get a lot of business out of Sydney, so it's basically we're really in lockdown there, you know. And then there's a lot of sort of elderly folk around, so when they get told to stay at home, they stay at home. You know, yeah. And the weather, this is winter, so I call it our winter trading hours as opposed to saying that we're closed due to COVID.
Yeah. It's a business killer, that's for sure. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, never mind. We don't want to talk about that.
No, we don't want to talk about that. You got a windy day, I can see. Your trees.
Yeah, it is. It's windy. It's windy today. So it's a westerly coming in off the land. So I'm right on the east coast, obviously the opposite coast from you. So
right from Perth, you're getting wind from the west.
Yeah. So when we get westerlies, it's like coming in off the mountains, like the Hunter Valley is not very far away from me. Oh, and
okay.
Sometimes you can really feel like when it's snowing. Come and meet Douglas. He's from France. Yeah. Okay, my husband's German. Yeah.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Hello.
How are you? Oh, look. Very close, no? Yeah. Real people, no?
Yeah, I checked this morning, but it goes back quick.
What part of France are you from?
You can't see mine.
Clermont-Ferrand.
All the Italian girls apparently have little moustaches. That was terrible. I hope there's no Italian girls here.
I'm from Clermont-Ferrand, which is 3 hours drive from Lyon. Yeah.
What province is that?
Auvergne, Rhône-Alpes.
Oh, okay. I was thinking, Rhône-Alpes. Oh, this is where all the rich people live.
Yeah, I'm not rich.
That's where all the really rich people live up in France. You know, like Paris or Rhône-Alpes. It's like skiing, the best thing. We got a friend near Aix-en-Provence.
Yeah, that's
very close by.
Yeah,
and we had a look. France is beautiful. There's a lot of projects, old houses for sale and stuff, but the government makes it extremely difficult now. All the all the fees, all this, all that. And instead, it's like, oh God, I've got a headache already.
All right, we've got our guest on now, so we can actually start the
We
live.
apologize, Lynne.
All right, I'll kick him off.
Even though we had technical difficulties, we could connect the Frenchmen together and meet new friends and influence people. So I'm going to mute everybody except Lynne. So, and then I'm going to share it to Facebook, Lynne, and then we can start chatting. Is that okay?
That's fine. I am just sending a passcode to a few people because they can't get on.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. All good. Sorry about
it. No, that's okay. It gave us all a chance. This is Douglas. He came through the meetup invite I did, and he's here right here in Perth with me, so I've got company.
Okay. All good.
Right. I'm going to share. I'm going to mute everybody, and I'm going to share, and then we can open up. If you have any questions along the way, just type them in the chat box, and then we'll open it up afterwards for some questions. But let me just mute everybody except for mute. And Diane's there. Right, mute. Then you there. So welcome everybody. Hi, Diana. Diana's going to be our next spotlight speaker in a few weeks' time, or maybe next week. I can't remember when. So I'm going to just share to Facebook Live now. And then we'll get going. I'll just check it comes on live. Spotlight speaker, share on your own timeline, public, go live. Right. All right, so we are now live on Facebook. And if you don't mind, I'm just going to share it to some of the groups that we are in. So George, you're going to be shared into some of the groups that I'm in. If I can find the live on my Facebook. Adrian, I'm just wondering if that live comes on Facebook, if you wouldn't mind sharing it to the Just Me Concepts group, if you can, because I can't see it. All right, so welcome everybody. Sorry about the few delays, but that's life, and this is real life that we're living right now. So I'm Lee Hancock. And I'm a social media coach and a business entrepreneur and many other things, Granny, but it's not about me today. So welcome everybody. You can share the live to your friends as we're going. We've got Lynne Holmes on today as our spotlight speaker. She won it in a Spin the Name competition we had in our group. And we're always looking for new speakers, so please let me know. Lynne, welcome. I'm sorry you had a few technical issues getting on, but you're here now, and that's what's important.
Thank you, Lee. Thank you for inviting me. And yeah, I don't know how I stumbled on your group, but yeah.
Oh, well, I'm glad you're here.
I am sorry I am being interrupted as well, because there's other people sending messages saying they still can't get on. There's not enough numbers.
That's fine. Let me just get it on the live, and they can go on the live into the group if they join the group. That they must be coming through the meetup, because I think it only allowed me to have 5 people, funnily enough, which wasn't right. So this is all a learning curve for all of us.
Yeah, she just said not enough numbers, but that's the passcode to get in. Well,
let me see. I can. Why can't I do this?
232.
All right, I'm going to share it to the group now, and I'll share it to your page. All right.
Okay.
And then we'll get straight into it.
Okay.
And we'll work that out later.
Thank you.
Sharing that. And I'm going to share it directly to your page. And then your friends can share it. Sorry about this, everybody. I can't share it. I'll share it to you in Messenger.
Or if you can just share it to my page. Can you share it to my page, Lee?
No, it's not allowing me. It's only allowing me to share it to my own page. So I've shared it to you on Facebook Messenger.
Okay.
And you can share it to your page now.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. So yes, so lovely to meet you. And I've been watching your posts, and you're such a positive person, but you've got quite a story to tell. So we're all keen to hear your story and about your neurotechnology. So over to you.
Thank you. Thank you to everyone that's on here and, yeah, listening to my story. Where do I start? Yeah, well, as you can tell from my accent, I came from England 30 odd years ago, and funnily enough, I lived in Perth for 20 years, Lee. I think I mentioned that to you. Yeah, I've got a background in nursing. I nursed for 20 years. I nursed from the age of 20 to obviously almost 40s, and then I had a break. I went into sales and marketing. I've been a makeup artist. I was a makeup artist in Perth for 15 years, did a lot of weddings. And yeah, I guess we find all these experiences on our journey. They just teach us so many things. I really want to talk about, it's my husband's journey as much as mine as well. He was diagnosed with multiple myeloma just on 2 years ago. So yeah, my journey has been, his journey, my journey, it's been very challenging, but I think, you know, I'm sure everyone will agree that challenges just come our way. We all are confronted with challenges, and it just makes us stronger. But yeah, he's multiple myeloma is a very, very cruel disease, insidious disease, and it brings many, many challenges with it. But I think having that nursing background, I learned to cope with it quite well. In some respects, we all have our really, really challenging days and down days, but I think being positive and staying calm and just, yeah, living each day in the moment is so, so important, because chemo treatment, side effects of treatments is just really, really very, very challenging. And that's where I guess, and it's unfortunate that Irene can't get on the Zoom because she was going to join us today, and she's my true inspiration for going on to speak about the wearable neurotechnology, because she was in a very, very bad, well, she actually had 2 car accidents, and she was very, very challenged.
Interrupt you. What is her name? And I'll friend her and send her the
Irene Vaxberg.
VACKS.
Yeah, Irene VAKSBERG.
Irene Vaxberg. Yeah, well, I'll just friend her quickly, and then I'll message her the link.
Yeah, I've sent 2 links to Lee, so I really don't know what's
all right
happened.
Well, we'll carry on now, and hopefully she'll join us.
Yeah. So yeah, I can't even remember the exact post, which group it was in that I stumbled across Irene, and we have just communicated, we clicked. She's in LA, obviously I'm in Victoria, Australia, and she has just been such a true inspiration. Seriously, everyone has to listen to her story. So not that I'm taking away from my story, but she's part of my story too. And for those on the on this call, I don't know whether anyone has heard of Wearable Wellness or Wearable Neurotechnology. It is a Canadian company. They launched around 6 years ago now. It actually works by touch, neuroreceptors. I'm just going to show you, and please excuse these socks because I'm down at my daughter's. I was hoping to go home today, and I've not gone home yet. So these are mine. They are clean, but can everyone see this? Yes, can everyone see?
Put them up a bit more.
Yeah.
More. Yeah, perfect.
Can everyone see it's actually a red patch in there. And as soon as it touches your skin, it sends a signal to the brainstem. And the purpose of it is to place the brain into homeostasis. This is called human performance technology. And there are 2 types of socks. There's what we call the wellness sock, obviously, which has got the same technology in it. And these are, you can get different patterns of the socks. And they're more of an athletic style. They come in different sizes. So yeah, there is a huge group in, it's called Boxlight Testimonial Group. I think at the moment there's 53,000 testimonials in there. Yeah, it's pretty amazing, of just all different illnesses, challenges, diseases. Yeah, it works on the nervous system. Yeah, works to put, I don't know whether you're all aware that the nervous system is the largest network system in the body. So all other systems like your digestive, circulatory, all other systems are connected to the nervous system. So yeah, the guy that actually, his name's Jay Dhaliwal. His story is that his mum had multiple sclerosis. Well, she still has it. She's still alive. And he worked for many years on this technology. So that is actually Jay's thumbprint that's embedded in there.
Wow. It's
a network of, yeah, that's what is in there. So it touches as soon as it's mechanoreceptors in the skin, as soon as they touch the skin, sends a message to the brain. And we always recommend that to start with the HPT, the human performance technology, before you add on any of the other modalities. I can't invite anyone to ask questions, can I? No.
Yes, you can. We can open it up and you can ask.
If they do, I might not be able to answer everything, but that's Irene is a super question answerer, but the technology is not available in Australia yet. It's in UK, USA and Canada. We've been waiting for 2 years for it to the company to open here, and of course because of what's going on globally, obviously it's not happening yet, but there's a lot of people planting seeds, so to speak, with the technology in Australia. Yeah, I'll talk briefly about this. Can you all see this?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. This is called an e-sleeve. It's one of the old, well, it's just an old style. They've got new ones out now, which are a bit more, what's the word? A bit more nicer, more visual. Yeah, they've got patterns. Yeah, this is called cognitive boost technology. So this is recommended for anxiety, depression, focus, concentration, memory. And honestly, I've got to say, I forgot to add, it should be at the forefront of my mind, but I had a heart attack 6 weeks ago, and I now have 2 stents in. And honestly, honestly, seriously, I wouldn't have got out of hospital in 2 days without this. I seriously wouldn't. So it is my go-to. As soon as I wake up in the morning, it's on. Yeah. And there's many, many testimonials about this as well. It's, yeah, it's pretty amazing. I think Irene has just joined, Lee.
Irene has just joined. So Irene, you can unmute yourself. And
hi everyone. Oh my goodness. This was like incredible getting on here, but I'm happy to be here with all of you.
Well, I'm glad you persevered and you made it. You know, yeah, you know, technology, it always plays up when you need to be doing something yourself. So I'm just going to take a picture of us all. Welcome to the call. So, you know, Lynne, you said you had a heart attack just a few weeks ago, did you, or a few months ago?
It was 6 weeks ago.
Wow.
I had my grandchildren staying because Rich, my husband's been in hospital, in and out of hospital for months with, you know, side effects. And yeah, I was over at the park with the dog and my granddaughters, and I just felt like, you know, you think a heart attack is sudden chest pain, jaw, left arm, and for women it is, I'm learning it is so different. I felt just like as though I'd got a cold, a chest cold. I'd not had that for long, but I'd had these really weird sensations in my shoulders for a few days, and I'd not really thought about it. And then, yeah, it was just, I needed to go to the toilet. I couldn't do that. I went to lay on the bed, and thankfully my daughter was staying, and I just felt really nauseous, dizzy, and I said, I think you need to call the ambulance. And yeah, 2 blockages in the posterior, one of the posterior arteries. Yeah.
Wow. Well, we're glad to have you here to tell your story.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here, and I think that's why I am so positive. I have got some beautiful mentors. Irene is one of them. I don't want to get upset. And I've got a beautiful friend, Kevin DeGay. He's part of the company. He's just awesome. He is just, you know, the inspiration, and I'm sure you'll agree, Lee, you know, we all need a mentor. We all need encouragement. And I am positive, and I don't think anyone would say, no, you know, you can't be positive all the time. No, you can't, but you can stay and rise above. And I don't want to take away from my story, but I really would love you to hear Irene's story. I really would.
Yeah, we'll listen to Irene, and then I want to get into the technology bit. So Irene, unmute yourself and you can tell us your story. So welcome.
Are you sure, Lynne? This is for you. I mean, I'd be more than happy to come.
I think you can, because of your story, is part of my story as well.
I guess. Okay, well, I'm honored. Oh my goodness, I didn't expect this. I'm always so, I already get so emotional because my story started about 9 years ago now. It will be 9 years in November. And I was on my way to go home to change and go celebrate my birthday, right? Happy occasion with my customers and my friends. A couple of my customers, I do hair for 39 years now. And a couple of my customers had the same birthday as me, November 2nd. And instead, I end up in ER. A gentleman fell asleep behind the wheel and T-boned us. And my life never was the same. And the journey of the medical field and doctors was, I hope I can say, hell on wheels. I never want anyone in their life going to a doctor's office and the doctor tells them, there is no hope. I have no solution for you. I have no option for you. This is how you're going to be. Let me know when you need your next epidural. Let me know when you need your next hip injection, sympathetic nerve block. Let me give you another prescription for Vicodin, Norco, Oxycontin, muscle relaxers, some Balta depression stuff, creams. That's how I lived for 5 years in chronic pain. And the first 1.5 years, doctors basically neglected me. And what happened was within 2 years of my car accident, my body literally shut down. Well, now I know it was actually my brain, and it began to shake and spasm like in convulsion. I didn't know what would trigger, and I didn't know what would stop it. And sometimes what I thought would stop it actually made it worse. And you actually have to physically see my video to understand what I'm talking about. And, you know, when you shake, you know, it's not a good look for a hairdresser. I don't know, nobody wants to sit in my chair. I'll hold really sharp scissors. So my haircuts became 1.5 hours, 2 hours. I lost 70% of my business that it took me almost 30 something years to that point to build as a single mother. So the journey was very dark and gruesome, and I lost friends. I lost faith. I lost the will to live. I lost will to fight. I lost myself. I felt broken. I know I'm giving a lot of information, but it's part of my story and my mindset at the time. And I'm a pretty strong human being. I've been in a lot of difficult situations, but I never lost my health, right? I'm very active. Ooh. I salsa, I hike, I live life to the fullest. My glass is always overflowing. But at that moment, it was empty and I could not refill it. As much as possible, I could think of all the meditation, all Tony Robbins, all of, you know, mantras that I always say. And, you know, and then doctors telling you, we have no clue what's going on. It's in your head. It's mental. Yeah, of course, it's PTSD. But I have a burning sensation. My feet are numb. I became my own doctor. I was like, well, look at this. I have these symptoms, right? I actually had chronic regional pain syndrome. But nobody told me. I kind of diagnosed myself. And to make a long story short, I don't want to take all the time. 3.5 years ago, I sat and I had a conversation with God. And I basically said, I'm done. I can't do it anymore. My business was disappearing. My daughter had to help me get dressed. She was 11. I had no life. I was prisoner of my own home, of my own body. I could not see how I could do hair. Forget about rebuilding anything that I have lost. You know, it was such a massive project. And I opened my book and I saw the emptiness when I was booked, you know, 3 months in advance. The American dream was lost. My dream was lost. Everything was lost. And I said to God, I'm done. But, you know, I'm this crazy Russian on a mission. And I decided to give God another, you know, option, knowing that it's not going to happen because doctors told me there's nothing they can do for me. So I said, I want something natural. I want something non-invasive. I want something that has no chemical. I got tired being pumped with all these drugs. I don't even know how I walked the streets. I was so high on the meds. And I said, if you give me this answer, I will promise I will share it and pay it forward. I will gift it. I will, you know, give it away. I don't know what I will do, but I will definitely promise to do. And not long after that, my dear friend that I met through this car accident was diagnosed with MS. And she said to me, Irene, I'm going to find something for myself, but I promise you, but the day I die, I'm going to help you out. I'm going to find something that can give you quality of life back. So she finds this socks and she begins to tell me about it. And I do not want to hear about somebody watching this, and if you've been in chronic pain, we have tried thousands of things that did not work. And if somebody says, I have one more, we do not want to hear it. And it's really sad. The way I kind of feel about it, it's not that we want to try anything. It's that we have tried so many things that failed, that we got comfortable. We accepted how horrible that is, the pain that we live in, because we know how to deal with it. The disappointment is much more painful than actual the pain that, and you can find me on YouTube. I was in pain. I mean, I needed morphine drips to be able to stop the shaking. That's how massive my problem was. So I said, let me finish my case. I'm going to court. I'm getting my 10th epidural. And after I come back, I will try your socks. But she's crazy as me. She's not Russian. And she sends me these socks. And it came at the perfect time, because I was waiting for my 10th epidural. It was like 4.5, 5 months into it. I've been in chronic pain. I'm shaking for hours. I just can't do it anymore. And I put the socks on and I stopped shaking.
Oh.
And you have to physically see what happens to me to understand the wow. And I sat there for 20 minutes. I took the socks off. I put the socks back. I couldn't understand what was happening to me. And I called her and I said, Kim, I love you so much. I didn't know what just happened. I'm crying. I'm laughing. And she's like, are you on the floor? Do I need to call 911? She's in Florida. And I mean, I say it now with laughter, but I, normally cry because that's how powerful it was. And I said, God, I said, Jesus just came down and kissed my feet. And I can't believe I have not shaken for 30 minutes. So I literally lived in those socks for 7 days until I got my next order. I didn't know what I was buying, what I was doing. I was like, I need 100 pairs of this. And yeah, my life was changed. God answered even when I didn't believe in it. I prayed and I didn't believe in it. It restored my faith. It connected me to the higher power on the level that I could never imagine. I'm not religious, I'm spiritual, but the presence of God, universe, I don't know, whatever you all believe, is so strong in my life, and it guides me. And I have kept my promise for the past 3.5 years. I get up every morning. As Lynn knows, I go live and I share my story of inspiration and hope and not giving up. The socks is only part of the journey, the strength that it takes you to fight for your life and not give up. And I never, ever want anybody to ever be in that situation that you have to pray to be taken away. When I have children and grandchildren, and I'm sorry. It's just, the story comes with tears of joy and sadness. And, the darkest moment brought me Lynne, and brought me thousands and thousands, the most beautiful souls into my life. And I always say, from the darkest moment, the brightest light shines, and I'm here with you. And because of my story, right? And because of that correction that I hated, I absolutely love it. I embrace it with all my might, because I am here with all of you. And this is what it's all about. We never know how the difficult moment where it will bring us and who will we inspire. So there you go. I mean, I appreciate it.
Thank you. And thank you
for allowing me to share it.
Thank you for sharing your story. I can understand totally. And yeah, and it's amazing. But what I want to know is, it's amazing, you two ladies. It's just the survival stories are amazing. That's where your strength comes from. And that's how you can help other people, by living through something and then going out and helping people.
It is
not keeping it to yourself.
It's very emotional. There are am I muted or am yeah, and as Irene knows, we've got a brilliant mentor in Kevin DeGay, and he is just, we're all emotional every time we do a live. It's just, yeah, it's just really, really touching. And the like I said, we're not even launched in Australia, but I have got so many people. I had a lady yesterday, Lynne, I need 2 sleeves. you know, and socks for our kids. I've been helping kids with ADHD, as Irene knows. Just, yeah, but it obviously wanting to share it as to everyone. And because the situation that we're in, we can't go and visit nursing homes, we can't, but we can still do lives, we can still share in any way that we can. And that's what I'm doing. It's about sharing. And as we know, sharing is caring. It is so encouraging. It's a distraction from me, from my husband.
Mm. Well, we're really grateful for you. And I just want to ask a question for those. I want to know more on the technical side. Are there little chips in those socks, or how does it actually work?
There's not. Do you see? It's sock that I wear. I show all the socks that I wear. Do you see this little orange patch?
Yes.
So it's this little orange patch. It's a neurological code that's woven into the sock and like tactile, right? It's touch technology. So the moment it touches the bottom of your feet, it triggers a signal that is sent to your brain, midbrain. It's a brain stem and your essential nervous system. And it puts it into homeostasis in 7 seconds.
Whoa.
Balance. And
fast.
It's fast.
This isn't a selling channel, but I want some, please.
and go ahead. And just hold on 1 second. 1 second. There's actually, I mean, if we can get in touch, and there's actually, if you just go into YouTube and put my name in it, you can actually see my brain mapping, and you can actually, you can see how quickly all of that works and the science behind it. You can log into my, you know, website and read the white papers, and this little short videos on YouTube shows exactly, the CEO explains it, how it actually triggers all of that. So there's nothing in it. There's no drugs. It's not invasive. It's no chemical. There's no side effects. From a baby to 120 years old person can wear this technology. That's it.
I'd like you to put that in the comments in the event so everybody can find you both and look up your YouTube channel and website and all that. So in the comments in the event page or on the live here.
Okay.
There's, can I just add, there's also the patch. Can everyone see that?
Put it up. up. Yep. Yes.
What is that?
That's so there's the socks, there's also insoles, but I'm sorry, I don't know whether Irene has any insoles, but there's socks, insoles, and the patch. This is the human performance technology. It's exactly the same embedded code. It's just a patch, because some people don't like to wear socks all the time. The importance of this is it needs to be consistent.
Yeah.
24.
So think of it as the brain is the battery, and this is what charges the battery, right? So the longer you're in it, the better it is. And we have studies showed between 6 to 8 months how the neuroplasticity has been built. And then you can obviously be without it a little bit, right? But you're not going to function on that 100%. You'll be functioning on 90%. Like Dr. Mark explains in my brain mapping that I had 90% neuroplasticity has been built in my brain. Everything that I've been through, I will never suffer from that again because of the neuroplasticity, right? It's not a cure. I'm not claiming anything, but in the medical terminology, if we understand what neuroplasticity is, right, it's healing happen. And, and it chokes me because doctors said that I will have to suffer in that way of life. So it's pretty incredible. And it's not only for me. If I can take a few minutes from you, Lynne, my daughter lived in anxiety and anxiousness.
Yeah.
And when she added
2 minutes left, so you go for it.
No problem. I mean, it changed my daughter's life. It changed my father's life. And I could do 5 more lives and this and Zooms and go. This just, the way you will understand it when you see it. You know, let me put my name in it so you can find me.
Yes, go and put all your links, both of you, and your website and everything, and then in the comments, because then people will be watching the replays.
I don't know how to do it.
It'll be on Facebook Live, so
how do I
you can't do it in Zoom. Well, you could, but don't do it in the Zoom link. Do it on the Facebook Live.
Okay, I cannot do it on the Zoom link.
No, you could write it in the chat, but then I've got to copy it and what have you. So
okay, I'm not sure how to do it.
So wait for the replay, and I'll put it on YouTube as well. But it's going live right now onto Facebook, and then in the Facebook Live, you can comment and.
Okay, well, you see my name, Irene Baxbrook, and I'm everywhere. You put my name in Google. You can see me dancing on TikTok. I can dance now.
Does anybody else have any questions before we have to go?
Can I just add, Lee? I have a group, a Facebook group. It's called Down Under Neurotech. I can post a link.
Yes, do post whatever you need to post, and also just send all the links to me in Messenger, because when I put it up on YouTube, I will make sure that I put all the links in there as well.
Thank you.
I really appreciate, Lee, and I really do appreciate. Sorry we had technical difficulties, and I'm sure there probably would be more people on here. I had a few people send me a message, but thankfully it's recorded, so I really appreciate that. I really do.
Yeah, and I'll send you, I mean, the live will be saved, and I'll put it on YouTube. I'll send it to you, and you can share it away. Do as much as you can, because it's for you. And that's what these spotlight speakers are. It's all about you. It's not about me. So
I always turn it around. It's always
and can I say something? Yes. I do lives every morning on my Facebook page, and I always say we're stronger together. So it's about all of us that are here. We're meant to be here. Our energy was meant to connect. So together we're much stronger. Everybody created this beautiful, unexpected miracle for me. So I'm so grateful.
Wow.
Thank you, everyone.
Any questions before we go?
Yeah, I've got one. So is the technology is it like kind of bumpy? Is it like when you wear it?
You can't
nothing. Nothing. It's a thread.
Oh, it's a thread.
It's a thread. There's nothing in it. You cannot feel it. There's nothing in it. Nothing. It's neurological, mathematical, scientific, quantum, the big, and I just make it very simple. Code to your brain, period.
It's Jay's thumbprint.
Yeah,
right.
And you can, we'll leave when we can put the link to the website, you can go and read the white paper if I don't understand them. But there's a lot of science behind it, and you can read all of that on the website.
Okay, cool. Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Just find me on Facebook. Find me on Facebook, and I'll link you with all the info.
Yeah, I thought it was like some sort of acupressure, but it's not that.
No. Touch technology. It's like calling your husband, wife, girlfriend, I don't know, daughter, the same way.
Okay, cool.
All right, so Lynne, would you like to say a few final words, and then I'm going to stop recording?
No, I think, Lee, I'd just like to say thank you. I probably do have more to say, but we're running out of time, and I just feel that this has given, it helped Rich, when I connected with Irene, she sent Rich actually these, the patches, and he'd not been diagnosed at this time, and he just put one on his shoulder because he was having a lot of chronic pain everywhere. And we did a live, didn't we, Irene?
You did a video for me.
So he's had 2 transplants, stem cell transplants in the past 2 years. He's always had his socks on. We've had a few not confrontations, but a few conversations in the hospitals regarding the socks and what is it, and take that patch off. And of course, you know, I'm a bull, Taurian bull, so I'm very strong-willed. And it's like, no, there's no drugs in there. There's no chemical. Just leave that patch on. Yeah.
I totally understand. When you find something that works and that seems amazing, then you do stand up for it. All right. Well, thank you, everybody, for coming on the call. I'm going to end the Zoom and the live streaming at the same time. I'm going to put the links in when we get them. You can put them in the Facebook, and I'm going to do it onto YouTube. And Douglas, maybe we can connect as well on Facebook and then keep in touch. But lovely having you. Lovely having you all. Yeah. And believe me, it's not only these people. There's people watching on Facebook Live as well, and in the group. So you're totally unaware of who you're talking to right now, and who you're talking to who will watch the replays and then on YouTube. So thank you. Thank you for sharing. Thanks for coming on, Addie, as well, and Diana. And was very interesting. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lynne.
Have a good day.
Thank you. Bye. Bye. Bye.